Hi friends, welcome to my channel, and this is 27 video in Veeam advanced training. And in this video I'm going to show you Exchange server backup by using Veeam backup and replication. So generally we can have a Exchange server by physical or virtual. So in this video I'm going to show you the physical server, physical Exchange server backup by using Veeam backup and replication. And next videos, of course, we are going to see how we can take the backup of virtual machine which is running Exchange. So Veeam backup and replication provides both Office 365 mailbox backup and on-prem Exchange backup. So you can take the backup of both the uh, environment, like on a cloud or your on-prem Exchange server. So you can see here from we have Veeam backup for Office 365, and then we have uh, um, this Veeam Explorer for Microsoft Exchange. So we can use this Veeam Explorer for Microsoft Exchange for to recover on-prem Exchange uh, objects. Also we can use Office 365 objects to recover. So the thing we need to configure our Office 365 or on-prem backup to backup repository. Then we can use Veeam backup and replication to get the backup and restore. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use as this is a physical server, I'm going to use Veeam agent for Microsoft Windows to backup my on-prem Exchange server, and then we are going to take that backup of Exchange server in this backup repository, and then we are going to use the Veeam Explorer for Microsoft Exchange to restore the email as an attachment or whatever thing is there in email. We are going to see how we can take the backup and how we can by using the Veeam agent for Microsoft Windows, and then we are going to see how we can take the restore the objects by using Veeam Explorer for Microsoft Exchange. So let's get in. So in this video I'm going to use the three virtual machine. So the first virtual machine is our domain controller, which we are using from since second video, Win2K12 DC01, which is my Active Directory and DNS server. If I go here, you can see Active Directory and DNS role is running here, and my DC name is Win2K12 DC01, and then we have our Victor Infosol domain. So this is my Active Directory server, and the second server we have our Veeam server, which is Win2K12-Veeam, which is a Veeam backup and replication server. So if I go here, you can see Win2K12-Veeam. So this is my Veeam backup and replication server. And also in this video I have installed MS Office 2016 on this machine, because MS Office is required when we are going to export the on-prem Exchange backup to a PST. So that's why I have installed MS Office 2016 on this machine, so we are able to restore the PST files from backup. So this is my, so you can see backup Veeam backup and replication, and on this server we have 2016 MS Office Professional Plus. And the last server which we have is our Exchange server, which is Win2K12 EX01, which is on-prem Exchange server 2016, and we have 24 gig of RAM on this machine, and we have installed Exchange 2016. So let's verify. So everything is green, so looks good. And if I go to local server, you can see this is EX01, which is Exchange server. And let's log into admin console. So we have Exchange admin center here. I'm going to log in by using Victor Infosol administrator. So this is Exchange admin center, and you can see we have few computers, mailbox for user here, so which we are going to take the backup by using Veeam backup and replication, and then we are going to restore the object for these mailbox. So let's log into the mailbox also and verify the object. So I'm going on OVA for this server, and then I'm going to log into the one of the mailboxes. Let's log into administrator. So you can see we have few mail or few objects in an inbox, and in the send box also we have some calendar entries, you can see. So these all we have, which we are going to delete and recover from backup. And let's log into one more mailbox. So I'm going to log into my mailbox, which is vsync, and my password. You can see I have also few emails in inbox and sendbox, and also I'm going to have some calendar entries. So this is how our Exchange server is currently set up, and we have a few mailbox, and all the mailbox having some items in inbox, their outbox, everywhere. So send mailbox and calendar entry. So this is good. So this is our infrastructure which we are going to use. So as this is a physical server, I'm going to use the tool which is Veeam agent for Microsoft Windows. This is already installed on this server, and if you don't have, you can go to Veeam website and you can download this Veeam agent for for Windows, and then you can install. It's very simple. And few videos back I have installed this, and we have configured this also. So I'm going to open this, and you can see this installation operate in a free mode, so I don't need a license, so I'm good with the free mode. So I'm going to click no, then I'm going to configure backup. So we have three options to take the backup entire computer. Then we have a volume level backup, and then we have file level backup. So I'm going to take the entire computer backup, which is recommended, and click next. And the destination, we have also three options: local storage, which is USB, eSATA, and external drive, or share folder. We can see we can take the backup on NAS storage or CIFS storage. And the last one is Veeam backup repository. So I'm going to take the backup of this Veeam and this Exchange server, my Exchange server, and Veeam backup repository. So I'm going to click here and click next, and then I need to put the Veeam server name, which is win2k12-veeam. I'm going to leave the default port, click next. So it's going to detect the available remote repository, which is backup repository is available on that server. So you can see it's identified one repository here, default backup repository. So I'm going to leave everything default here. I'm just going to do the backup. So in case you want to change the restore point, you can make it like 60. If you want to change this, you can make it change, and also if you want, you can set the synthetic full backup. So you can mark like Friday going to have a full synthetic backup, and then click next. And you can also enable the cache backup. So I'm not going to enable this, so click next. And this is important option, enable application aware processing. This is going to understand this is Exchange server, so this is going to handle like the Exchange server, and it's going to give you the option to restore the Exchange object, mailbox object, from the Veeam console. So this is good. So I'm going to enable both application aware processing and enable system indexing. Click next. Then we have schedule, when you want to schedule. So as this is Exchange server, you need to make sure how frequent you want to take the backup of these this Exchange server. So I'm going to run on every, for example, every 30 minutes. So what it's going to do, it's going to take 60 restore point, and each 30 minutes it's going to run the backup. So the first backup is going to have in like you can say the full backup, and rest all 59 restore point is going to have a um, uh, basically incremental backup. But as we have marked to take the synthetic backup on every Saturday, so it's going to take that uh, and restore point also. So this is good. So you need to define this based on your environment, what is there. So you have also periodic every so continuous it's going to take the backup. So it's depend on your requirement how you want to take the backup of how much frequent you want to take the backup of your Exchange server, and how much mailbox are critical to you. So I'm going to set the 30 minutes to run in every 30 minutes and click apply. And then you can see the backup job was created successful. And now if I go to my Veeam backup and replication server, you can see the backup job is created here, and you can see backup job for Win2K 12 Exchange 01. So you can see the description, Veeam agent for Windows backup job. So you can see everything is there, entire computer, the entire computer will be backed up, and the details where it's going to take the backup, default backup repository, and restore point 60, compression level, everything is there, and application everything is enabled, and so this is all setting which we have just modified to. So it's going to run every 30 minutes, and it's going to, if job failed, it's going to try 3 times, and it's going to give a 10 minutes break between trial. And then we have create synthetic full backup on Friday. So I'm going to mark this, run this job when I click finish. So it's going to run this job. So you can see backup in progress. So you can see from here also Veeam backup and replication console, the backup is initiated, and you can see the details also here in panel. So backup in progress static will be uploaded once the backup job completed. So since this is a backup is getting running from here, you can see the all this is like details here. So you can see the initializing, preparing for backup, creating VSS snapshot, calculating, so everything is there. And now you can see it's taking the backup of OS disk, which is we have only one disk, so it's going to take the backup of this disk. Backup is started, so it's going to take backup. This backup is going to take some time because this is going to have a full backup first time. So you can see here, so job progress. So let's wait for this backup job to complete, then we are going to run few incrementals backup, and once all those done, we are going to have a recovery for mailbox object and everything. So I'm going to pause the recording here. Once the backup job is completed for this, we are going to resume the video from there, and we'll see further. So now you can see the initial backup is completed, which was full backup. If I click here, you can see the details. So restore point size and all the details is there. And also I have taken one incremental backup already, and the second incremental backup is running now. And if I go to our Veeam server, you can see the job 100% completed, and we have a status succeeded, and then we have all the details. And now you can see one full and one incremental is completed, and now current incremental backup is running. So let's wait for this incremental backup to finish, then we are going to see how we can restore the data. So you can see now the backup is completed. Now we have 3 restore points. If I close this and go to Veeam server, and under the disk we have agent backup, and we have our server name, and we have 3 restore point. If I click here and go to restore application item and Microsoft Exchange mailbox items, we have all restore points. So I'm going to click the latest one and click next. Then I'm going to type here demo and next, and this is going to mount the database, Exchange database, and Veeam Explorer for Microsoft Exchange, and you can see it's going to mount the database now. So the database which was mounted here, and then we have all the mailbox like administrator, Atul, all the mailbox, system mailbox is something there, and all the mailboxes there. So now I'm going to see what we have in administrator mailbox. So if I go to calendars, we have 3 calendar entries, and inbox we have 5 mails. On a send item we have two mails. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to delete this from administrator. So I'm going to log into OVA and delete the emails and all the others item from this mailbox, and then we are going to record. So I'm going to select all here and then delete. So nothing is inbox anymore, so I'm going to delete from deleted object also. So now we have deleted all the inbox item from inbox and from deleted item also. Now we need to run the recovery. So how we can do, I'm going on my Veeam server again. From the exchange admins mailbox, I'm going an inbox and I can see all the 5 mails here. I'm going to right click, then I'm going to restore to the administrator this mailbox, and I'm going to hit here, and then it's going to give certificate because we don't have certificate mapped here, so that's fine. I'm going to click do not prompt this computer. It's going to run restore mail items. It's going to ask the credential for this mailbox, so I'm going to type the credential, and now it's going to restore. So you can see the restore summary, 5 items successfully created. So it's the item has been, all 5 item has been restored successfully. So if I go here and see, you can see all the mailboxes back, mails are back, so the email recovery is good. And now I'm going to do the same for sent items. I'm going to delete sent items, then I'm going to delete from deleted items also, and now it's time to recover the sent item. So I'm going to recover this, restore to administrator, and now it's not going to ask the password because we have already authenticated. So 2 items successfully created. And if I go here and send mails, you can see the both emails has been received. So this is good, and now I'm going to delete the calendar entries and then we are going to receive it. So delete. Okay, so I'm going to delete, do not send any notification, cancel event. This is my event, so now nothing is in my calendar. So how I can go and recover? So I'm going in my calendar entry, then I'm going to recover all this. So restore to administrator, 3 items successfully created, and now if I go here, I can see all 3 is automatically recovered. So this is how we can recover the mailbox or mailbox items from Veeam backup and replication by using Veeam Explorer for Microsoft Exchange. And now if I go here, administrator, we have few options also, export to desktop administrator PST. So we can do this also. So I'm going to do this, and let's see, it's going to create the PST file. So if you do not have this is called MS Office installed on your machine, you are going to get the error that MS Office is not found. So you need to make sure you have MS Office 2010 and above to get this PST export. So now if I go here, you can see this is PST file has been exported, and you can use this PST file to attach in your Outlook. Then you can get this mailbox, all items there. And also if I go here, you can restore the item. So if you want to restore the save to desktop, so you can save this message to desktop. So you can see this is going to save as a mailbox on your desktop. So let's copy this to my desktop, and then I'm going to show this. So you can see here this is open, so this is good. And now, so we can recover anything like this. So also, if you want to recover this in any other mailbox, how we can do that, I'm going to show you now. Like, this is administrator object, and I want to restore in my mailbox. So how we can do that? So this is administrator inbox, and I want to restore all these emails to my mailbox. So I'm going to restore to, then I'm going to type my user mailbox here, and then I'm going to type my authentication, vsync, so vector info sol vsync, and I'm going to type my password and click next, and then it's going to give you the cache server mailbox server name. So click next and restore the item, change the item missing. So I'm going to leave the default and click on restore. So you can see 5 items successfully created. And now if I go here, you can see few new things. So this is basically items which we have just restored from this mailbox, administrator mailbox. So this is how you can take the backup of your physical Exchange server, and you can take the you can restore those mailbox in items from from one mailbox to another mailbox or same mailbox by using the Veeam backup and replication and Veeam Explorer for Microsoft Exchange. So this is all about in this video. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe me for more videos. And if you have any query, any question related to this, you can always post my given mail IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.